Hi, my name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. Linda Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in and around the Philadelphia area. We do New Jersey, Delaware, New York. So pretty much, if the budget is right, we will travel. We do destination wedding as well. We do custom events for partial month of coronation. A lot of people know that as date of coronations. We do floor design and we do one or the other. So it don't necessarily mean because you hire me for planning, so you have to hire me for on floor. You can do both. You can do vice versa. You can do floor. So I do have clients that separate the needs. I try to meet my client where they are. I am a master certified wedding planner and a florist. I have over 10 plus years in the wedding industry. So I have a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge to plan wedding. I've planned multiple weddings, small and large, different race, religions. So it's always an exciting thing. I do it because it's a passion of mine. My business started out as a hobby and then it turned into, a growing a profit business. But enough of that. Today I'm just going to join into what I'm going to talk to you guys today, and that's about ceremony. So this is just some of the ceremony questions I need you to have, and some of the things I need you guys to be prepared for when you are going into the ceremony. So if you're picking a venue, what is your church? Whether it's an outdoor wedding, whether if you go into a places that maybe family home, friends, whatever the location is that important to that you're picking. These are some of the reasons you need to ask, especially your officiant and the venue. I know most of the time now people typically use maybe a friend or just hire or officiant for that day. And so sometimes people are kind of staring off the traditional then norm. Some people go to the rabbi, you know, the priest, the pastor. So it all depends on what you want. But these are the information I want you to ask the event coordinator. So if you are doing it in a location, what is the officiant is from there, or you are doing a family member, these are the questions you need to ask the ceremony. One is that, okay, how many people can this space accommodate? Because if you're picking a place for a ceremony and it can hold 20 people or 50 people, and you invite 150 guests, that would be a little overpack. And most of the time, people say, well, a lot of people may not go to the ceremony. You don't want to plan your wedding on based on how many people are going to go to the ceremony. Because what if everybody you invited turn out? How is that going to work? So you want to make sure that that space can accommodate them. The second question you want to ask them is about temperature control. Okay, and it's very important because whether your wedding is in the summer, is in the spring, is in the fall, as we know, the temperature fluctuates a lot. You want to make sure, okay, if it gets too hot, do you have AC to kind of bring the temperature down? If it gets too cold, do you have enough heat to regulate the temperature? So those are some of the things you need to ask. And then another thing you want to ask is that, okay, so if I do flowers, do I have to clean up after? Some churches and some places will ask that you leave the flower decor as a donation for using the services. Some places want you to clean up everything. Some places does have help where the usher is included in your budget. They will have them clean up. And then another thing you want to ask is that, okay, after the ceremony, do I immediately have to get everything out of the space? Because if you are using a church or a synagogue or some religious places, the next day they either have service and they want to make sure that space is prepared for the next day. So those are the questions you need to ask. That okay, what am I do I have to take everything out of the way? Do I have to the next day? Those are important questions you want to know. Because then if you're hiring your planner or if you're having or family member do that, they will know how to work. Most hire planner like myself and who are professional, these are questions they know. But especially when you are planning your wedding as a DIY, you want to make sure you ask the right questions because this thing can handle your wedding. Also, is there going to be usher to usher my people in, or do I need to get an usher? Another thing, do you have instrumentalists that's going to be here at the ceremony, or do I have to hire it? So you need to ask every single information in regards to your ceremony to make sure that you have and you are properly prepared Because some places say, well, you're not allowed to move fresh flowers. Some places can say, oh, you can't mount anything on our place. If you're getting married in a museum, maybe you can change the landscape. Or maybe if you're getting married outdoor, I know they might tell you, say, oh, you cannot use 10. You have to use 10. All the flowers that set in places. So a lot of things that you have to remember about your ceremony space. It's more than just getting married and I'm just going to come in and just go on. A lot of people focus more on the reception, a time they kind of let, and then your ceremony budget. You need to think about it. How much do you want to spend? How do you want your ceremony to look? Do you want an arch? Do you also want to transfer your flowers design from your ceremony space to your reception space? So those are another things that you need to ask, because for that, then you got to have enough people who will be able to remove that design, safely transport it without it getting damaged and everything like that. And then, another question is that a lot of people typically tend to invite more people to the ceremony and then less, like, I mean, less people, I'm sorry, to the ceremony and invite more people to the reception. I would say that's a no no. Because people might say, oh, well, maybe everybody that come to the ceremony, if I'm doing a per person plate, I don't want to invite them because it'll be too much. You never want to do that. Even if you don't give them the reception space, somebody might tell them. I know a lot of parents, and I know a lot of aunties and friends and cousins, where you would tell them they're not allowed to bring press one, and then the day of the wedding they show up with a plus one, and as a planner we then have to put ourselves in a situation like, okay, so what do we do? So people are weird like that. So if you are inviting people, the same amount of people that you are inviting to your ceremony, it should be the same amount of people that you invite into your reception. So really think about that, because don't tell somebody, oh, well, because the ceremony is free, you can come. Oh, they may get that information from somebody. They might just follow the crowd. You never know. Drive behind the car, and the next thing you know, they show up to the space. And then you're looking at, all right, there's no seat, there's nowhere to eat. I have seen it all. People have done this, even when family members tell them not to. But when you are properly prepared, and then also have that conversation with your family member. Say, hey, I can I allow you to be a plus one? And sometimes even after you tell them that conversation, they will still do it. But then if you have a planner or you have somebody who's handling your wedding, you can let them know that, okay, heads up, I told this person they don't, but sometimes they might do it just in case. If there's space enough, please let somebody cancel, because sometimes people cancel too. Somebody cancel. If everybody's seated in this space, you can let them sit. If not, don't do that. So there's a lot of questions you need to ask. People doing don't want to do ceremony card, invitation card for ceremony. I think that's very important and make your wedding look elegant. A lot of people have tried now to do more things digital, and I understand we are in the digital world, but just setting things that just look proper and you look different. It's nothing like receiving an invitation for somebody in space. It just makes your wedding, and that's how you budget. Because if you're gonna invite this many people, make sure you have the budget to accommodate. Don't say, oh, well, I'm just gonna cut the budget off because I did, and you're cutting off the team and stuff on your wedding. So you want to make sure that, another thing, do they have wheelchair accessible? If I have somebody in the family that disability, or somebody bringing somebody that disabled, would it be able to enter my ceremony space? Do you have things to accommodate that? So that's a lot. So all those things you have to think about when you go into your ceremony venue. Make sure you ask the right questions. If you are planning your wedding for yourself, make sure you ask the right questions, because the right question can give you the right answers. Make sure ask them, how many times do I need a setup? How many hours do I need in advance? How many times do I need a breakup? If I don't break up on time, do you keep my deposit? All of these things you need to know to help you properly plan your occasion. But thank you for watching. Once again, my name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Linda Perfection Creation. You can sign up for my ceremony classes, where I teach you how to plan your wedding from start to finish. This is for all my DIY brides. And even if you're a wedding planner, you're newly starting and you need help, how to help you plan a wedding, some of the tricks and tools that you need to get yourself right. Sign up for the class. I also offer a free 30-minute consultation where I tell you my business, you tell me about your wedding. If it's a great fit, we move forward. You're not going to get charged anything. And this is just something that I do because, yes, I could charge for that. But the thing is that I want to vent you out also to make sure if you're a right fit for me. It doesn't mean because you're a bride. So I just want to accept you. You may not like me, my services. I may not be able to handle your wedding. So those are different things that work out. But if we sit and talk about it, then we can reach. But I look forward to talking to you all once again. See you. Thank you for liking the video. Please share, subscribe, and like. And there will be many more series on. As I said, I'm going to be doing this video for a year, and I'm going to give you different tricks and different tools and things that you need. And I'm going to talk about a variety of topics from wedding to from a planner perspective, and also business information that can help you as well, and inspiration things. Thank you so much and have an amazing day. Bye.